you doing out there in internet land? For those of you that are watching on Facebook, for those of you that are watching from LinkedIn, Twitter, from Instagram, from VK, from all the social media platforms out there, this is the Dream Team. We're coming to you live from across the nation. We've teamed up together with a few panelists here that are just ready to rock this hangout, and we have a lot to bring to you, a lot of content, a lot of testimonies, a lot of things that are going to help open your vision and understand what DS domination is and how it's changing lives. Many people out there have been seeing Facebook posts. You see screenshots. You see all kinds of things. You'll see a screenshot of somebody's email inbox that says, I've got this many commissions. Or you see someone's eBay screenshot of an item that they sold, and you might see the certain particular item crossed out or colored out because we don't want you to know what it is we're slanging out there on the internet. Well, it's exciting and it's changing lives, and we have a number of panelists here that are just going to rock this thing. And I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Freddie Hidalgo, coming to you from Casa Grande, Arizona. DS Domination has changed my life. I've been involved for approximately going on 9 months, and I'm not going to sit here and try to make you real sad with this horrible story about where I was before DS Domination. But if you want that story, you can inbox me or contact me later, because it's pretty crazy how far DS Domination has brought me. They say rags to riches. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not something I've seen overnight, but with consistency and diligent mind and obedience to the training we have to offer, you too can experience the same kind of testimony that we're going to be sharing with you. So next, right now, I'm going to share with you something that has changed my life. My wife and I have been using this mobile app. This mobile app is free to everybody out there. We can get it to you after this hangout, but let me just show to you something that DS Domination has done for me, and I want to just can you guys see this really quick?
Yes,
Somebody?
sir.
All right. Here goes. Check this out. Hey, what's going on out there, internet land? This is Freddie Hidalgo coming to you from Casa Grande, Arizona. I'm here with my wife. Say hi. And my children. Say hi. And we're about to go out and make some money. So this is what we're gonna do. This little video we're gonna record about a brand new app that's coming out. DS Domination is releasing an app to everybody, and this app is just phenomenal. I'm actually testing this app. It's going to be released in 7 days, and this app is just mind-blowing. We've already hit up Target. We've already hit up a few stores. I won't say the names of these stores, but we've already seen enough profit to blow your mind away how much you can make and how much you can really put these items up on your eBay, your Amazon, and list them yourselves and actually make a profit and increase your listings by far with DS Domination. So we're going to take you on a journey with us as we throughout the valley scanning. Hey everybody, we're here and we're about to do our first scan. My wife has this particular item here. Scale to me. Say hi.
Hi.
Go ahead and do what you got to do.
We're going to go ahead and scan it.
And we're using the DS Domination app. So.
And then you're going to put the price in of how much it is here, and it's $29.99.
Okay, so as you can see, this particular item, this is the DS Domination app, and look at this. It tells you the local price, the Amazon price, the FBA fees, and the potential profits, $8.29, and it's in stock, so it tells you all the information. And this app is so powerful because if my wife and I were to send a large amount of these to FBA in large quantity, you can actually make a profit. We're going to do a small test. So this is just an example of how this app works. I'm really excited about it, and we'll just keep on moving on. All right, so next we're going to be scanning another item. Right here, going to scan this one.
This is awesome if your kids like Legos.
Yeah, this seems to be some kind of a Lego table. Like my son's going to love this. Anyways, yeah, so you got your Legos, you play with them as a kid, you know. Here we go. So
it's $29.99.
It's $29.99.
And it's going for $59.94 on Amazon. So you would make a profit of $23.31.
And it's in stock. All right, so go ahead and take that and throw it in the cart. So as you can see there, there's this app that my wife and I have been using with DS Domination, and it has really opened the door for us to go out there and share this opportunity with others while we're shopping. We're literally shopping, right? And we're looking at how much profit we can make on items. And people are coming over here and they're asking us, what are you guys scanning? What are you guys doing? And we're over here where we're looking at these items and we're seeing how much we could profit off of them. And we're actually introducing the whole entire concept of dropship to the average individual who knows nothing about what it is we're doing. So that's the experience my wife and I are having right now. We're on fire for it. We're excited. And next I want to introduce to you somebody named Chuck. He's a good friend of ours. He's on Dream Team. And he mentioned to me that he's been experiencing growth in his business and everything he's doing. And it's been steadily increasing gradually, not just a one-time experience of success, but he's actually having progression of success. So Chuck, why don't you go ahead right now and share with us what kind of success that DS Domination is bringing to you? Go ahead, Chuck. Chuck.
Chuck, you're on, buddy. Go for it. All right, move on, Freddie. Next one.
Yeah, well, that's all right. Maybe Chuck has his microphone muted. I'm going to go ahead and introduce to you a good friend of mine. We work together on a regular personal basis, on a daily basis. We're good friends. His name is Corey. He's here in the Dream Team. He's having major success on all levels, and I want to just introduce him to you, and he can share with you how DS Domination is transforming his financial.
Oh, yeah. Hey guys, I don't understand.
Yeah, Chuck, go ahead and mute your microphone, Chuck. Go ahead and mute your microphone.
And I absolutely love it. We with
Yeah, Corey, can you hear me? You can go ahead.
All right, guys. I don't know what's going on with Chuck's screen, but I hope everyone out there in DS Domination Land is doing fantastic. Like Freddie said, my name is Corey. I'm part of the wonderful opportunity of this DS Domination. I'm part of the Dream Team. I've been doing this since it pretty much started back in August. I've been doing very well. I currently reside in the Temecula Valley area in Southern California. So right now it's a little gloomy outside and kind of just hanging out. But anyways, I wanted to talk a little bit about beginners and where they start at when they come into DS Domination. Basically, when you come into DS Domination, you start out at the pro level, and you jump on things, you watch all the videos, you get going, and you constantly are getting your first major step is to get your first items up. Get your first, I would say, 50 items listed ASAP, so that way you can start making sales and go that route. That's one of the things that I teach my people that are on my team, is to get your first 50 items up and go that route. Now, for me, I've had major success with DS Domination. Like I said, I've been in since late August, early September, somewhere around there. I've been able to take care of my family, pay my bills, and so forth, which is great because I didn't, at that time I had been laid off from a wonderful job of 16 years. So going from making $100,000 to making $0 was a huge hit. But once I found DS Domination, it kind of just, my eyes opened up. Without giving numbers or whatever, I do very well for my family. I do great. I have great mentors. I have wonderful people on my team that I can look up to if I need to go to anybody. Freddie being one of them. Kenya, Alessandro, and Trent Weidman. Those three people are the main people of the Dream Team. And without those three people, we probably would all be lost. But with the continued success of DS Domination, everybody should be happy. Everybody should be able to follow the directions that Roger, Kevin, and Atesh give, and be able to make a wonderful living.
Now, Corey, you know, whenever we talk about DS domination, we know there's different levels and different understandings and teachings in DS domination. You just mentioned to me that the pro is where you had a lot of success. Now, we have people that say that they're doing Genesis. I just kind of showed you a little small snippet of me using DS domination Genesis with the app, and planning on throwing some things onto Amazon. But even at a pro level, of an entry level of 1995, someone who has no background of understanding what DS domination, eBay, or Amazon is, they can have success. Now, you had success in pro. What kind of success did you have just at the pro level?
Well, just at the pro level, when I first started, I was averaging anywhere from $3 to $15 profit
Wow.
Per sale. Per sale. Now, when we go through our training, it teaches us you want to get at least a $3 profit. But I was so determined and so on fire that I actually found a business that works from home, sitting on my couch drinking my coffee, that I could make money while I, do whatever I want at my house.
Right.
So making anywhere from $3 to $15 was my set, and that was my goal. And my goal was to get, at that time when I first started, was to get my first 50 items up. As soon as I got my first 50 items up, I started making sales. And then I called eBay, and I wanted to get my limits increased. When I first started, I was at 10 items and $1,000. Currently, I'm around 750 items and almost $90,000 listing. So
wow.
I've gone from basically zero, 10 items and $1,000 to basically almost $100,000 worth of items. So sooner or later, I'm going to have I have so many items up on eBay right now that it's absolutely ridiculous. So wow. So this has turned into a full-time job where I'm constantly changing prices, constantly doing the better part of the day of changing prices and getting everything going and keeping everything satisfied to my liking for my business. This is my business. This is not just a little thing that I have off the side. No, this is actually my business. It's actually right. Like if I owned a Walmart, I want to keep my shelves stocked with goods. This is my business, so I keep my shelves stocked with goods, and I sell my items, and I make sure I have enough items to ship out to everybody. I get my shipping going. I'm at 100% still, and I've been doing it since August. So
since August,
put 100%, 110% effort into it, and you're going to win.
Yeah, that's amazing. You see that, ladies and gentlemen? Corey Mullins, a good friend of mine personally that I know. It's amazing to see how far he's come and how far he's going, and the potential to actually sit there, and he mentioned this, and he didn't say this, but I can only imagine if I really look at my life, because I do DS domination from home full-time as well, you go from the workplace where they have you to wear uniforms, or you have to wear something suited, conducive to what it is you're doing. If you're doing construction, you have a hard hat. If you're doing some kind of a particular labor, you have the outfit for that attire of that day. Well, when you're talking about people like us that work from home and we do eBay and Amazon and dropship all day, you're pretty much working in your PJs. You're pretty much working in whatever it is that you wear at home. And if your hair's jacked up in the morning when you wake up, that's just kind of how you roll all day. You know what I mean? You just do like me and throw a hat on and throw a Dream Team shirt and jump on a Hangout.
I went from fighting fires and rolling on a fire engine and saving people's lives to sitting on my couch to clicking a mouse and getting close to the point to where now that I'm in Genesis and sourcing products, making more than I did as a fireman for 16 years.
Wow. Well, hey, thanks for that testimony, Corey. We really appreciate you and everything you bring and all the value you bring to Dream Team. Next, we're going to go ahead and introduce to you Dan. Dan's coming to you from the Dream Team, and he's been plugged into the system. He's been going to the dreamteam.net, and he's been gaining access from the knowledge base that we have there and the training and all the resources and tools have been given to him. And Dan is just one of those guys that right now he just wants to do it big. He wants to do it real big. I'm sure he's gone through pro and he's had success, but he's actually achieved this ability to get and hold on to Genesis. Genesis is something that we're also promoting because it's coming to that last few hours where if you jump on DS Domination at the level of Genesis, we really encourage you to do that because the price for Genesis is going up. And the price, for those of you that don't know, Genesis right now is around 900. It's $997. The price of Genesis will be going up to $14.99, and that'll be happening because they're just blowing so much more additions into it, and they're making it so much greater than what it was. I don't know about you, but when I seen people having major success at Pro and Elite and Unleashed and then Monopoly, you know, that right there was already like, my goodness, Monopoly's big time, right? Like Monopoly is like the thing, and you know what? It still is. But if you can even imagine, open your understanding far past that knowledge and think about Genesis, and when you hear people making $40,000, $50,000 a month doing Genesis, it's almost like I can't even grasp my mind around it. Well, we have Dan here. Dan's just getting involved in Genesis, and I want him to share his excitement about DS Domination and maybe some of his vision and plans he wants to achieve in DS Domination. Go ahead, Dan.
Thanks a lot, Freddie.
Yes.
Dan Crowley, coming from St. Louis. I started in December, but really didn't get started with Pro until about February. And then just small, gradual process. Wasn't killing it with Pro or anything. Things really picked up with Elite once I got Elite. And then after the event in Vegas, I took to Genesis. And I'm kind of going to be talking to the people that are already in, that could be on this Hangout, that are on the fence about getting Genesis. With the price going up, I highly recommend taking the plunge now. That $500 can be used to buy profit. You can turn that $500 pretty quick into $2 grand, $4 grand, possibly even $5 grand. But I understand if Genesis is going to be a financial burden, you know, that's something to think about too. So once I started with Genesis, I was out using the scan app that you saw Freddie using with his wife, and I was in a Walmart and came out and I saw the store was going out of business next door, and went over there, started scanning, and was pretty much blown away that every item that I was scanning was showing up. And so I talked to the owner, and make a long story short, I was able to buy the business out in a week and a half. And while I was waiting to get approved, I didn't realize it at the time. I kind of bought it on a whim, and the items were in a restricted category in Amazon. So while they were in a restricted category, I started using the scan app, and this is where I think the scan app really gets your feet wet, gets you familiar with Amazon, and if you want this to be a business, I got some ideas for you to think about. Don't just go into this using the scan app to make money. Also build relationships. I go in, I scan at least 5 items. If I can buy them, I throw them in the cart, and then I go look for the manager. These managers, their income is based on volume going out of the store. I'll ask them, you know, where's the clearance rack? What day does stuff hit the clearance rack? Does other stores have different stuff on clearance? You'll be shocked. They will verbally vomit on you. They want to sell you their stuff. Bad.
Yeah.
They get raises based off of stuff that goes in and out of their store. When it's on clearance, they don't want it on clearance. They want it gone. It's on clearance for a reason. It's not moving. They want it out of their store. So I try to scan, make my money as quick as possible, build relationships, hit the retail manager and say, hey, can I get on a list? Can you let me know when you got specials going on? I hit them up pretty hard, and it's worked out really great. I've never been, run out of the store or anything like that. They give me a ton of information, and it's been very, very helpful. While I was still waiting to get approved, I purchased a pallet from a liquidator, and so I've got that working. Then I got approved for all the other stuff and sent all that up. And I'm also in the process. I have 3 products right now that I'm sourcing from China, and we'll see how that goes. I hope I can at least give those people that are on the fence something to think about, because that $500 when it increases to the $14.97, I'm just telling you that $500 can make you a lot of money. And even if you're not ready to do the Genesis right now and you can afford it, take your time with the modules, go at your own speed, use the scan app, and just, we all learn to crawl, we all learn to walk at different stages. I really recommend getting Genesis if you can afford it.
Right. That's a great point, Dan, that Dan just brought out right now. And for those of you that are listening and you're hearing words like sourcing from China, and you're hearing things like walking in the store and scanning items with an app, and you're like, well, on Facebook, people are saying they're just drop shipping. I want to just go ahead and explain a little bit to you just for 1 second that DS Domination has many facets and different abilities for you and how you can actually operate. For example, most of us, majority, all of us here drop ship, meaning you're in your house and we're finding items that we're sourcing from Amazon and eBay at the pro level, and we're drop shipping and making great profits. Well, as you achieve and you graduate and you begin to learn how DS Domination works, you start to understand that once you make enough profit within the level of pro, which is $19.95 to get started, once you make enough profit there, you want to have enough profit and use your profit to pay to go to what we call elite, which is just greater ability and potential to go out there and make greater sales. Once you make enough profit in that level, you just do the same. You go to Unleashed, and you go to Monopoly, and then you go to Genesis. So we really encourage everybody that if you are working with anywhere in this phase, always use your profits from your drop shipping to pay for your next product. Or if you do have the ability to jump to Genesis right now, then he makes a good point that you definitely want to take advantage of something that's going to be lasting just for a few more hours, and take the plunge if you're able. And if not, then it's always going to be there. It's not going anywhere. So thanks, Dan, for that. Thanks for
Can I add one more thing real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
The other thing I can add is it's also helped my eBay business as well, because
Right.
while I have items up on Amazon, I can then also list them on eBay. And so you have the leverage. You know the inventory. You know the prices. I can raise them and lower them on both. And so you have kind of a lot more wiggle room. And so it's really helped my eBay as well, because I'm getting more sales over there. So,
All right.
my limits just got raised 2 days ago.
Wow, congratulations. Well, for those of you that are wondering out there listening to this Google Hangout, if you're wondering about this mobile app, after this Hangout's over, I want you to contact those inside this panel list that have invited you to this Hangout and get this app personally from those on the bottom panel. Whoever it was that invited you, they will get the app to you very promptly. So next, I'm going to bring to you Itoya. Itoya is full-time. His mindset is full-time drop shipping. He's not considering, like Corey said, to just do this part-time or like make a couple extra bucks on the side. His vision is greater than that, to actually oversee and take over his current or previous career. And Itoya, go ahead, and why don't you just go ahead and take it over.
Thanks, Freddie. Like Freddie said, my name is Itoya White. I'm here in St. Louis, Missouri, along with my buddy Dan over here. And I started in August with Alessandro, who's actually a high school teammate of mine. We play high school ball together, and got a hold of some information from him, but kind of slow played it, a little bit, because I was busy with the school year as a high school counselor, getting the school year started. But I kept noticing, the things that he was posting on Facebook, and so I nosed around a little bit, and I asked him, what was going on or whatnot, and I got plugged in, like I said, in August, and finally got around to start listing in October, and in less than 36 hours, I had my first item sold, and then the next day had my second item sold, and it was off to the races after that. So what I did was I had to take a little bit of an inventory of where I was coming from. Candidly, I don't know if you guys, I've not shared with any of you guys on the panel, but I was actually homeless, man. I got divorced after 9 years of marriage, and I was on the street. and bouncing between my sister's house and my grandmother's house. And then I got a hold of DS Domination now, and understanding that, yeah, I had a great thing going as a school counselor. I was making in 10 months what most people don't make in a year, but I'm after my time now. And so that's my greatest ambition with DS Domination. I've done other businesses before, but I have never, ever been empowered to take control of my freedom like I have been with DS Domination. And the fact of the matter is anybody can do this if you have a why and if you have the motivation to do it. I have small children. My fiance has children, and our ambition is to be available for them. So while I love education, I'm into financial education now. I'm into time freedom education now. And I'm just excited, man, about what is going on. I've had to learn some tough lessons with DS Domination about consistency. When I'm consistent, my business is consistent. When I'm learning and I'm hungry and I'm studying the training works for me, and there's no doubt about that. There's no manipulating the training. There's no trying to get it to fit what you want to do. If you're consistent, your business will be consistent. And that's the greatest thing that I've learned. I understand now what it means to treat my business like a business, and I had to learn that the hard way. DS Domination is not like the other businesses that I've been involved in before, where I've got to rely on someone else's efforts or sales or whatever have you. It's simply about the time that I put in that equals what I get back in profit. So once I figured that out, then I got to the level where, man, you know what, multiple sales every day of the week, where it was one sale here, one sale there. When I decided to stop trying to figure it out for myself, then it became multiple sales every day, and then showing my fiance, hey, so now she's bought in. She's like, hey, I can't wait. We're moving to Atlanta, Georgia this Friday, and she's excited about us just being able to sit still so that I can just focus on business, and we can continue to take control of our lives.
Wow, that's just amazing, and that's just so true what you said about consistency. For those of you out there that think that, paying $19.95 to join DS Domination while you just kind of just jump on the bed back here, put your head in the pillow, and just stare at the ceiling and money's going to fall out from the clouds, that's not how it works. When we say that we're not working, what we really mean is we're not working under the mindset of someone else. As he mentioned right there, it does take consistency, and it's almost like planting a garden, and you want to grow a rose bush, and you got that rose bush starting to come out. You have to water that thing daily. You can't just go out there and throw some water in a big bucket of water and say, well, I hope that was enough, and that 3 days from now, maybe I'll come. No, you have to daily take care of it and do the things necessary for it to grow. Likewise, you want to take the same mindset towards your business with DS Domination and be consistent and listing at least 5 items a day, no matter what the day is like, no matter how crazy my schedule is. Can you tell us a little bit about how you've been able to do this, even with the real busy schedule? What's the best way for you to sit down, push everything aside, and just get to work?
You know what? It happens at different levels, Freddie. I'm gonna tell you, whether it's first thing in the morning or whether it's the last thing I do before I go to bed at night. It's just about prioritizing. Once again, if whatever store that you go to on a daily basis, the store doesn't operate. You have to have a plan, and when the store opens, they have a plan for that day. And that's really what we have to be about as well. When you get up every day and you're in business for yourself, you have to have a plan. And understanding that getting those items up is a part of that. You have to sacrifice the time, prioritize the time. We have training on time management, and there's a learning curve. But we have to get to the point where we prioritize that and getting those listings up and spending that time, going over the trainings again or whatever have you. And that's resulted in me. I went from much like Corey, I started after having never even done business on eBay before, except buying some things for myself and buying some school books on Amazon when I was getting my master's degree done. To go from 10 items and $1,000 limit to now, I just got bumped up the other day, another 70 items. I'm at 350 items and 62,500, and I thought I thought this was, I never in a million years thought that this would be possible for me. So I've kind of moved from believing in DS domination to believing in myself and being
Right.
able to make DS domination work for me and my family.
You know, that's what's up right there. I love that. Toya, you brought so much value to this hangout. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, Freddie.
All right. Next, we're going to be moving on to Kelly. Kelly's been on Dream Team for just a little bit, and she's gone through Pro. She's gone through Elite, and she just recently became an affiliate. For those of you that are watching, the affiliate is something that's optional, nothing that's necessary for you to do. You can actually just drop ship and do it in private and not go around sharing anything. You know, some people are like, I don't want to do that stuff because you got to go bother people. You know what? You can just sit down in a cave and close the doors and drop ship and not tell a single soul and still make a very, very significant amount of profit. Now, there's also an ability to become an affiliate, which Kelly has just recently done. And I wanted her to just go ahead and share some of the knowledge that she's gained from the Dream Team training and how she's been able to utilize everything that we've provided for her within the Dream Team. Go ahead and Kelly, talk about it.
Okay, great. Well, thanks, Freddie. Like Freddie said, my name's Kelly. This is my first time speaking on the Dream Team Hangout. It's actually my first time speaking ever on any kind of online event. So hopefully I can share some light for you on what DS Domination has done for me, because I am very excited to be here. But I joined DS Domination a few months ago, and I have absolutely no online network affiliate marketing business experience whatsoever. The business I've been in the past 21 years is very hands-on. It's not something that you need many computer skills to succeed in. And so this was completely new adventure for me. I went part-time in that business about a year ago, and the first couple months were great. You know, I got a lot done around the house. I played on Facebook. I got another cat. I have 5 now. But then I realized that realistically working part-time is absolutely not for me. It's not for me mentally, and it's not for me financially. I like nice things. I have a 14-year-old daughter who loves electronics, loves designer clothes. She needs braces like any other teenager, and now she wants my car. So I'm like, okay, something's got to give here. So I really didn't have the desire to go back full-time in what I'm used to because I enjoy learning, and I was ready to acquire a new skill. So I began searching online business opportunities, and gosh, there's so many out there. But when I came across DS Domination, 2 things really stood out to me. One was I could take the training platform and make money, and 2, I didn't have to recruit. And I absolutely, at that time, had no interest in recruiting at all. So
Right.
that was very appealing to me because I just wanted something I could learn, do, make money, and just be responsible for myself.
Right.
And I really wanted something that was going to give me the freedom to make my own schedule and just be in the comfort of my own home. So I am naturally a very skeptical person. So I did a lot of research. I made a quick post on Facebook because I wanted to hear from someone in DS Domination. I wanted to hear what they were experiencing. My sponsor, Corey Helmrichs, was very quick to respond, which I appreciated. But, you know, he took a few minutes just answering my questions, and I immediately just felt a sense of truthfulness from him. There was no hype. There was no pushing me to sign up. I mean, there was nothing. So I thought, you know, he cares. You know, I felt a comfortability. So I made the leap. The other thing was it was $20 or $19.95. You know, I pay my daughter that almost each week in allowance. So I thought to myself, you know, the worst case scenario is I spend $20 and I could gain a little bit more knowledge about eBay and Amazon, and I walk away. I mean, it really, right. It was a no-brainer. It was a no-brainer. So that's not what happened, though. That's not what happened. I signed up. Corey texted me, he gave me his phone number. He said, I'm here for you. I got on the training. I went through all the modules, got my first listing up, and Corey gave me the thumbs up. Everything was good. I kept listing that afternoon. I got about 5 items up on my first day, and I did all that before going into my part-time job. So I signed up, got my first listing up, did all the training, and then the extra ones all in basically an afternoon. And I'm profiting. I've profited, yes, cha-ching, my new favorite sound. Oh my gosh, that's the best sound ever.
Right.
It is. I tell you what, I live for it. And the first couple sales I had, I actually missed it because my phone was on silent. And I just, oh my gosh, I'd see it and I'd be like, oh, it went off and I missed it. So the first time I actually got to hear it, super, super exciting. So whatever your favorite sound is, cha-ching will become your new favorite. But no, I continuously kept profiting. Each month that I've been in has grown for me. And in June, I upgraded to Elite, which, oh my God, was just, it's even hard to talk about because it was just so much beyond what I even imagined, to the point where I was so excited. My husband could attest for this. I was so excited I couldn't even list an item for first couple of days because I was just bouncing off the walls. But all joking aside and everything, there was just so much content in there. And I said to my husband, I said, now I have gotten so much out of Pro, but I've upgraded to Elite, and things have just gotten real. And I told him the other day, I feel like I am in business school, only I'm getting paid to be there rather than me paying. And because I've now experienced it, it has done so much for me over the past few months, and I'm obviously no longer skeptical because I've been on the receiving end of success. I feel it would be selfish to not share this with people. I know so many people that would benefit from this kind of training platform. So that's why I made the decision to go affiliate. I know I said I didn't want to recruit, but now it's not even about that. It's not about the money. It's really not even about the money. It's about, in this economy, we don't have the stable job security, that people used to have. I mean, you've got to stand up. You've got to do something for yourself. You've got to be proactive. You can't rely on anyone else to keep things going for you. And this company and this team has developed such a great training system. The support is just absolutely amazing. The support we get from our team leaders, Kendra, Alessandro, Trent. I can't really even confirm they're human. I don't think they eat or sleep because they are there for us. I don't know where they find the time to do those things. Every day is just a new learning experience. I'm making money. I'm learning. I'm growing as a person. I turned 40 in February, and a few months ago I was dreading that. Now I'm actually looking forward to it because I just can't even imagine where I'm going to be 6 months from now. It's just, I've only touched the surface. I'm so excited about Unleashed, Monopoly, Genesis. I mean, it's just mind-blowing. And I will have to say, too, the one thing that I've really, really appreciated and I love is that I've been able to do this at my own pace. Realistically, I've been successful, and I've only put in a good 2 solid hours 5 days a week. So I mean, you take 10 hours a day, and I've profited, I've grown, and I'm still growing, and I'm starting to put more hours in now because I just see it's all up to me, and I know what I can do. I'm so excited, and I'm amazed.
Kelly,
I didn't expect it.
Right, you didn't expect it. Well, you're getting me fired up all over here just listening to you. I'm sure all of us down here in the panelists are just getting very fired up because we can feel your zeal, we feel your passion, and everything you said is exactly what I said. I said the same thing. I'm like, how is it that I can come into a company where I'm not trained by leaders to think I need to go recruit, I need to go recruit, I need to go recruit? It's not even that. I need to
Right.
follow the training and do the process myself. And if matter of fact, I told myself this: I did not want to become an affiliate. When I joined, I was like this because
Me too.
previously I had some experience in other multi-level marketing companies in my past, and all I could think about is if I go tell people about DS Domination, people are going to be like, "What is Freddie doing now?" And I was like, not going to have that. I don't want nobody to talk down on me and be like, "Oh, he's doing that now. He's doing this now. He's doing that now." But after I had my own success, it just like it really, really, people, I don't chase people. They're chasing me, and they're chasing you, and they're chasing everybody here in the panel. So thank you,
Yeah.
Kelly, for that. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate everything you just said. And the Dream Team, for those of you that know, this is our logo. You might see a lot on Facebook. The Dream Team, we're bringing in lots of people from all over the world with very high levels of leadership and high levels of knowledge, and they're bringing their own understandings to the team and their own power. Every one of us have like our own special power. We all bring our own piece of the pie or piece of the puzzle to the whole thing. And I feel, Kelly, that you're going to be a very, very essential asset and even team leader in the days going forward. So thank you.
Oh, thank you, Freddie. Thank you so much for having me.
Nice to have you. So we're going to be going really quick. We're going to step back to Chuck. Chuck, if you can unmute your mic, we're going to go ahead and give this one more shot. I think it might have had something to do with the internet speed, but we don't want to leave you hanging out. We want to hear from you. Go ahead, Chuck. Going once, going twice. Go ahead, Chuck. All right, Chuck. We'll have Chuck on the next hang. Is that Chuck?
Okay, just trying to get. Okay.
All right. I think Chuck is having an internet problem. We'll have to situate that, and let me go ahead and mute him out. Sorry, Chuck. I'm so sorry. We're gonna have to go on to Travis. Travis, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, man.
All right. Let's go ahead and make sure that I think Chuck can hear me. Chuck, we're going to have to really get you on the next one. There is something going on with the internet connection, and trust me, we're going to get you on the next one because you have such a great story. For those of you that don't know, I heard Chuck's story before, but I'm not going to spill the beans because I want him to tell you himself on the next Hangout. But next I have for you here Travis. Travis is a good friend of mine. I had an opportunity to meet Travis in Las Vegas at the DS Domination worldwide event. Over 2,000 plus people for the very first time gathering together, learning about DS Domination on a very large level. And Travis is someone that I really, really look up to. I'm 32 years old. Travis is 17 years old. And yes, I said I look up to Travis. I look up to him because the guy comes to the game just a young man like all the rest of them out there. Right now, 17-year-olds, I would say 90% of all 17-year-olds don't have vision, don't have goal, don't have some kind of plan of action about how they're going to empower themselves, their future, or their future generation. Travis is just one of those guys that's far beyond his years, coming to the game with like a mind of a 40-year-old wise man, and he's hanging out with a bunch of six-figure earners, and he's learning about all these great things and how we use DS Domination. But not just that. That's all good for him because someone out there can say, well, he's just one of the lucky ones that, became a six-figure earner by the age of 21. That's not just going to be Travis's story. Travis' story is going to be like this. Because right now Travis has about, I don't know, I'll let him tell you, but he's got an entourage of young people at the age of 15, 16, 17 that are currently learning how to do things on eBay and Amazon with parents' permission, using their accounts, nothing illegal, but learning how to do all the things that they're going to be able to do once they do hit the age of 18 and start blowing things up. This guy is one of those guys that's going to be creeping up on that seven-figure income before the age of 18. I want to introduce everyone out there into the whole world, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. This is my good friend Travis. Travis, man, why don't you go ahead and tell us about the simplicity of DS Domination and how that even young people can do it. Go ahead, Travis.
Hey, man, thanks, Freddie. Thanks a lot for that, actually. But before I go ahead and spill the beans of, what everyone else is doing and what I'm really doing, let me give you a little background on myself because it's always good to know someone's background before they tell you something. So I'm 17 years old, like Freddie had said, and I started DSD back in November. And I'm actually gonna tell you what I made with it. I made actually, it wasn't until 3 days I made my first sale, and that was $26. And then, when I saw that could work, I was like, if I could keep doing this, it's going to add up, and it's going to keep adding up, and I'm going to explode. So by the end of the month, I made $1,500 in sales and about $800 profit. So that's a little bit about me. Also, I've been in this industry for about 2 years now, and I struggled my first year with a company. I'm not going to give the name. I don't want to give the name or anything, but I struggled. I probably lost about $600 with them, and recruiting just wasn't for me because they were telling me, all right, so you got to tell everyone on your squeeze page you're making $7,000 a month, and you got to pitch them this opportunity. And I was like, you know what? Lying ain't for me, and selling pipe dreams is not for me to make me money. I want to see people succeed. I want to see my team succeed, and more importantly, our team succeeding. So I offer as much as I can, but something I've been doing with DSD is I recently, in the last week, been going around connecting with a bunch of teenagers. I honestly thought, I'm being honest here, I thought I was the only young entrepreneur in DSD, but you're about to be amazed. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and show you guys something cool. So, hey, Freddie, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can, Travis.
Can you see the Facebook?
Yes, I can.
All right, awesome. So right now, in the last 7 days, we have 21 teenagers, and a good amount, I'd say a good 6 of them, are 15 years old. I mean, we even have 14 years old people in here. It's mind-blowing, guys. I mean, so I'm going to show you a little stuff. There's this guy actually from England. He's he's 17 years old. He's making money. He's making money left and right. I mean, this kid right here, he's actually 18 too. And let me go ahead and show you. He's all in with DSD right now. And I don't know if he has Genesis, Market Extreme, all of the good stuff, and he's going hard. I mean, He's officially retiring by the age 20. I mean, this guy has a downline of over 200 people. And we have the pleasure of speaking with him all the time. And, he's doing stuff for the team, and we're going to do team training. So, I mean, even if you guys watching this right now, when you join DS Domination and you have kids and you want them to make money with it and allow them to set up their own eBay accounts, have them get in touch with me. You don't have to be under me to get access to this. As long as you're in the dream team, your son or daughter, or you, if you're that age watching this right now, will be at it, and you will be masterminding along with us. And let me go ahead and show you something else too. So the guy from England, he's 17, and he actually, let me go ahead and find this. I got to share this. All right, so we do a couple hangouts a week, right? And he sent this message into the group that he was talking to this guy, and the guy thought DS Domination was a scam. So he took the time out of his busy day to talk more with this guy because he wants to see people succeed as well as all of us want to. And what happened was he ended up joining. The guy ended up joining, and he helped him with his first few listings. And 3 days later, he had his first sale. And to be honest with you, the guy had 2 sales today, and that's somewhere else on my Facebook I was tagged in. But back to, yeah, here it is. So he made his first sale, and then he made another sale, and it's just awesome what we're doing over here. I mean, actually a good friend of mine, his name's JJ, and we went to middle school together, and he never did anything online. He's on the football team at school. He's doing great things. He's doing sports. He's actually in Florida right now. He just joined a couple days ago and already sold his first item, and I was like, you know what, man, awesome. And we're actually I'm doing mastermind sessions with people around my area sometime this week. But DS Domination's going great. I mean, age really doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter how old you are. The thing, it's all about taking action, guys. I mean, you have a chance, you have an opportunity that we're given to you to take action. It's only $20 to get started, and I'll tell you right now, I mean, instead of spending that $20 on like a pie of pizza or, you know, a new football or something like that, I actually invested it into something I knew would work because I heard of eBay and Amazon, and I know, you know, they have millions of people buying on there daily. And when my good friend told me about this opportunity, I was like, dude, just send me the link. You don't need to tell me anymore. Just send me the link already. So I signed up, and then that's when all the good stuff came. And you know, the thing is, you really need to ask yourself this. You know, is this something you're gonna take serious? Is this something you're gonna treat like your own business? And you know, don't just get in here if you're thinking you're gonna make $1 million tomorrow and do no work at all. You're going to come in here, you're going to do your training, and you're going to go to work listing items. And, you know, guys, I mean, it's work, but it's not work compared to everything else in life. And I'll tell you that right now, straight up. I mean, you know, like I said, eBay, an average of an hour a day, my first month to hit those numbers. And I'm scaling up on eBay, and they're increasing and increasing and increasing. And right now I'm actually masterminding with a bunch of teenagers after this hangout. And we're bringing crazy stuff to the teenage mastermind, and you know, it's just insane what we're doing. And there's this actually one 15-year-old, and I'm a numbers guy because, you know, numbers speak louder than words, and actions speak louder than words. So there's this 15-year-old who actually went from, I don't know if I already said this, but there's a 15-year-old who did, I believe, $1,000 sales his first month. And this guy used to do really nothing in terms of getting income. So he did $1,000 his first month. I think he was telling me 200 to 300 profit. Wow. Next thing you know, we had him on a hangout, and he did $5,000 in sales last month, $2,000 profit. I mean, kids are crushing it. You can crush this. And I actually, it's just amazing what's going on. And, you know, now that I shared that and shared that this is legitimate, it works. I mean, we have teenagers crushing it. You know, we have everyone crushing it. You know, the dream team. I want to talk about the dream team for a sec. I mean, we have such amazing people. I want to actually tell you, when I first joined DS Domination, it was under a friend of mine in the industry. And the only thing with him is he was in DSD, he was making great money, but then he went to, oh, I'm sorry. I guess I could share my, you guys could see my face, right?
No, right now I actually see you're sharing your screen. So now I see your face. There you go.
All right, but yeah, so I joined under him, and it wasn't about till 2 months ago I found out that he was in the dream team. Actually, his sponsor was in the dream team, and he was not passing it down to us. And another thing is, my friend, he was in other opportunities because he's someone who's trying to recruit. And, you know, that's okay for him if he wants multiple income streams, but it wasn't okay for me that he wasn't putting his full attention on his downline and really helping them out. So, you know, I had the pleasure of actually talking to Trent in Kenya. And when I talked to them guys, and when they asked me who my sponsor is, and I told them who my sponsor's sponsor was, they're like, hey, you know, he's in our downline. Why isn't he plugging you into the dream team? So, you know, they ended up hooking me up with an account. I was so blessed. I mean, everything went great that week. And, you know, to be honest with you, before I joined the dream team, I spent 6 months trying to develop something for the team that was going to be underneath me so they could have the tools and they could have everything they need to be really successful and be hitting that 6-figure income a month, a year. And so I took 6 months developing that, and then, you know, Kenya and me got in contact, and I was like, the thing was, I created that because I want to see everyone succeed. I want to see everyone hitting numbers and being a family and really helping each other. So the thing is, I didn't think, after being in this industry so long, I didn't think real leaders existed. I didn't think there were people that actually spent time with their team and actually talk to people on other people's team to help them. I mean, so I want to give it to Kenya and Trent for putting together, and Alessandro, sorry, for putting together the dream team that we're able to pass down to you. Everyone on this panel is able to pass that down to you, and you're going to come in and you're going to be able to talk with the six-figure income earners. Not just me, not just Freddie, not just Dan, not just Corey, but you too. I mean, you have your questions. Everyone is there to answer them. That's why I like to call it 24/7 support of the dream team. So, you know, that's what I just want to say. I mean, guys, $20, you know, $20.
Hey, man, Travis, I really love your fire. I love your passion. Everything that you had just mentioned is just phenomenal. Whenever I was 15, I was working at a little restaurant called the Headquarters, and I was the dishwasher, and I made, I think, $7 per hour, and I did it after school, so I had a long day of, you know, let me talk to those teenagers out there as well. I'm 32. I'm not too far away from all y'all. So I was 15 years old. I get off of school. I'd walk to my job. I'd go wash dishes, and I would get off around 9 o'clock because you weren't able to work a full 8 hours, so I'd work about 5 hours. And I remember like making maybe $200 a week, you know, and that was on top of like a full day of school. So I was away from family, I was away from my mother, I was influenced by the wrong people, I was influenced by the wrong crowd, and here I am washing dishes, not making really hardly any money. But you know, to hear about a 15, 16, 17-year-old making $5,000, you know, that's just, you could buy a nice car cash with $5,000. Honestly, $5,000 get you a nice car used right there. And just to see or even think about people like Travis. Travis is like he's a trailblazer. He's blazing the trails for those to come behind him, and I really love it because, you know, people say, well, is that legal? It's completely legal. It's amazing, of course, with parental supervision. But Travis, one more thing I want to ask you before you leave. If you can say just something very short to all those out there that are 18 and younger, what would it be?
Well, I'm actually glad you asked that. Before I spill the beans on that, I just want to say also, I'm in Genesis, and that is running out soon. So if you can't afford it, guys, you better get in. And, you know, being 17, I actually had the pleasure of going to the event all by myself across the whole United States. You know, I had to be there. I went there. My parents weren't there. No one traveled with me. And I was able to meet these great people. But back to the original question, Freddie, you know, all you teenagers out there watching this video, what I have to offer you as far as tips is you got to ask yourself this. Is this something you want to do? And then when you answer that and the answer is yes, you want to get in, focus on the training, and just everything else will come. You know, don't think long term like, you know, I need to hop in here, I need to go all in. No, that's not what we're about. We're about, you go through pro, right? You make money, you start scaling up. You make enough money in pro to upgrade to elite. You upgrade to elite, you do the same thing. Then you move on from elite to unleashed, and etc., so on and so forth. And you really just need to focus. And don't think that, okay, I got to beat all these people. I have to, you know, make $1,000 tomorrow. Think like this, you know, if I make an extra $10 tomorrow, how will that benefit me? Will that allow me to live more free and be able to pay for more things? And then you'll start hitting that $10 a day. Then say the same thing, you know, how would an extra $20 sound to me? And you keep hitting those numbers, and you're increasing and increasing. And next thing you know, you're looking back on the forward progress you achieved. And what happens is now you're making $200 a day. So don't think you need to jump in, and if you're not making $300, $1,000 tomorrow, that you failed. No, you didn't. I mean, guys, just take what DSD has to offer you. And again, you know, if you join any of these guys on this call, you're going to have my full support. Doesn't matter if you're on my team or not. I'm here for you. We're all here for you. I mean, I'm pretty sure same goes for everyone on here. The only thing you have to do is be a part of the dream team, and you will get the support you need. You could message me any day, any time of the week, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Add me on Facebook. I mean, again, you know, you teenagers out there will have access to the teenage group. Just be a part of the dream team, and, you know, you have my full-on support. So
that's good, Travis.
Everyone out there.
Man, I'm glad for everything you just said. You brought a lot of content, a lot of flavor to the Hangout, and everything you said is absolutely right. The dream team is the team to be with. Usually somebody will find DS Domination by chance and just join and not have anybody like a sponsor to work with or a team to work with, period. They'll just be like wandering around. And even people that do that still have success because everything you're paying for with the 1995 subscription is actually in your back office in video module training. So like even somebody like me who had no previous eBay account, no PayPal account, and just to be able to get in this and learn how to do this and have success, that was me. But I'm thankful that I did have someone like Kenya Alu and Alessandro and all of you down here and everybody in the Facebook private group. The Dream Team is just so phenomenal. Trent Weidman, everybody that's been, we have our own website. Come on, now who has their own website? TheDreamTeam.net. You know, and you can't have access to it unless you're in the Dream Team. For those of you out there that are watching this whole Google Hangout and you want to join DS Domination, you definitely want to get to the person that referred you. If that person is below in this panel here, whether it's Chuck, whether it's Dan, whether it's Itoya, Kelly, Corey, or Travis, I want you to contact them immediately after this. And before I even close, and I just got to just try this one more time. Chuck, if you can just say anything, can you please just try and do it very quickly? I want to make sure I can get a chance to have you speak as well.
Hey, you know what? Quickly, Chuck, maybe try and hang up real quick because I had the same problem a couple days ago, and just jump right back on. Maybe that will work.
Well, if Chuck heard that, see, he seems to be talking, but he's muted.
Yeah, Chuck, if you could end the call and just try and jump back on.
All right, everybody. So we're going to go ahead and just close it like this. If he gets back on time, that'll be great. But for those of you out there that are looking at DS Domination and you've been seeing it for a long time, think about this. It's the cost of a pizza. You know, pizza has no health benefit, it has nothing that's going to put nutrition in your body. It just tastes good. It's a lot of bread, a lot of sauce, maybe some protein within the meat, but really it has no overall value to your health except for it tastes good and all of us like to eat it. But think about it, $19.95 for an opportunity to actually step in to be part of this dream team. When you join the dream team, you're not just joining DS Domination. We are actually giving you access to the back office of Dream Team with your own personal username and password. This is set aside from the average person who joins DS Domination. Average person who joins DS Domination without a team, they get more than enough. But whenever you join Dream Team, you get more than enough and then enough and more than enough of that. So like it's just a whole, it's like having a cake with like a whole bunch more frosting. It's like having a pizza with more pepperoni. It's like having ice cream with like 10 more scoops. Dream Team is just going to put more flavor into your life. You're going to make connections. You're going to have a lot of friends. And for those of you out there that have heard about this app, there's an application out there for your mobile phone that you can download to your phone, and you can actually personally walk through all the stores, scanning items, seeing what kind of profit you make if you were to go list that on with the DS Domination instructions and the training. So if you want that app, we're giving that app to you with 20 free scans. 20 free scans. That's going to be directly given to you. You're going to have this app before the masses, before people out there know about it. You're going to have it before them, and you get the app. How do you get the app? By contacting those in the panel that personally invited you to this hangout. They're going to get that app to you. We want you, even not as a member, if you're even still skeptical of spending $19, if you're still like, well, let me think about it. Think about 19 bucks. If you're still there, take the app for free. Go ahead and start scanning items and start looking at the profit value you would make if you were a part of DS Domination, and then go back to the person that referred you to this Google Hangout and get started with them, and I'll see you in the Dream Team. So long story short, Corey, you got anything else you want to say?
I just want to say that if you guys are on the fence about joining, honestly, I took my family out to dinner the other night, and I spent $80 on dinner.
Wow.
$80 on dinner. That was, I mean, it was for sushi, so it's expensive, but you know what? It was great. It was good. But to spend $20 on DS Domination and then to come home to find out that I made 3 times that, my dinner, and I could go back to dinner. We went to dinner again the next night and had $6 bill, and I came home and I still had sales and I paid for my dinner. My dinner's paid for every night if I want to. So if you want to get off the fence, just jump on the DS Domination train, pay your $20, get it going. And like the rest of this panel says, Genesis is going to be amazing. Hop on that train if you want to, no pressure. Learn the system first, like Freddie said, learn the system first, and then go from there. I'm out.
Awesome, Corey. Awesome, Corey. Blowing it out the park. Kelly, go ahead and give about 30-second outro about why people need to join you.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I wasn't prepared for that. But no, I mean, the thing is like I said earlier, I have no interest in the money. I just really want to change people's lives.
Right.
I know many people that are struggling, and they really can change their life. So that's it. And I will do everything in my power. Really, it's easy. I've got the team. I've got a great company behind me. It's not even just me. We've got so much support. So I'm here for you. I love it.
Awesome, Kelly. Great. Hey, Doya, go ahead and tell your friends why they need to get started with you tonight.
You know what, Freddie, just to anybody that's on that followed my link, you know what, I'll just tell you real easy that if you want change, it starts with making a choice. And you have to examine where you are in life. You have to, look at where it is that you desire to be in life. Even if it's just, like I said, we're not, it's not meant for everybody to, quit their job and do this full time or whatever have you. But you know what? If that $200 extra a month pays your student loans off, or if that extra $500 a month, pays for whatever. It doesn't matter if it's your rent, it's your car, it's for your kids' college tuition, or whatever have you. If it's for you to be able to sow seed into your favorite organization or your church or whatever have you, we can help you to do that. So my mission is simple. It's just about empowerment. Change starts with making a choice.
I love it, Doya. That was powerful. That was good. Now, Dan, really quick, just the last 30 seconds. You want something to say to all your friends? They've been watching you. They've been creeping up on your Facebook. They see exactly what you're doing. What do you want to tell them?
Just get started. Make that choice. Start small, and you never know where it can go. I'll help you achieve your goals, whether they're large or small. Go at your own pace. And we all have a why. And let's work it together and get plugged into the team, and you never know how soon you can reach those goals.
Right. Well, hey, thanks to everybody that joined this hangout here, and this is just something that has changed my life, my family's life. Like Corey said, he wouldn't spend $80 on dinner. That's something that, in my mind, back when I first got married, the $80 would be like for groceries for the week. You talk about you got your ramen noodles, man. You got your 99-cent potato chips. You got your soda. You got your Shasta. You got your Faygo. You got all this 99-cent stuff in a 99-cent store because you can't really afford to get real food. I know what that's like. My wife and I right now, in closing, we're going to shut this down right now, but we're actually shopping organic. I never in my life thought that I would even go and get food that's organic. Organic's like expensive, but when we started looking at the health value, you know what, man, I want to eat real food. So like we started eating organic, and it's even improved our health. When you have the ability to take your life in your own hands and actually be your own, people use the word entrepreneur, but I just want to say your own person. Your own ability to live your life, not under the mindset of a culture or society that tells you how you need to live. Go ahead and join DS Domination with those below, and that's the end of this hangout. All right, everybody. It's good seeing you.
Thanks, guys.
Hold on. Are we still live?
Yeah, we're still live. But
All right, guys. Yeah, I just want to say. Can I say one more thing?
Go for it.
All right. Yeah, I wanted to say one more thing. So I did get Genesis, and about 6 days ago, I just placed an order. Everything's costing me $100, and I'm gonna see. A total, I believe, of $600 coming in, and $500 is profit. So,
what?
The item I got should sell out quick. And actually, not only are you able to sell on Amazon, but eBay, and there's only one of this product on eBay, and it's selling out daily. I mean, the guy sold already 52 in the last 10 days. It's insane. So, that's my another 2 cents right there.
That's a big 2 cents. Thank you so much. All right, everybody. You have a good night. Those of you that joined, get with who invited you. This is the dream team. This is how we roll. This is how we do it. And we're out.
Later.
Hey Corey, I need your assistance in closing this hangout without leaving the call, but closing
End
the call.
broadcast. There should be a button, end broadcast.
And I'm actually looking for that button.
It's like it should be on the bottom.
All I see is a camera button.
Yeah. All right. Click on the camera again, and then I'll take that option off.
It's taking a photo.
No, click on the camera on the left side of like the toolbox.
Okay.
And stuff. And then I'll take that option off. And
All
then
right, everybody. We'll see you next time. This is the Dream Team signing out.